advocate. They're working and looking at
Yes.
whatever. What's going on?
I was just curious, like she passed October 18, 2024. I spoke to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spoke to you with, I got the autopsy reports. And then also, that was
October, is that the one with the babies?
No.
Which one is that?
She ate chicken Alfredo. Well, you guys ruled as a natural death because of myocarditis of the heart.
Okay.
But I'm not claiming it. I understand that all the internal damage could have probably flared up her heart and caused that. So I get that part, but she never in her passing, like she passed in my car right outside of Riley Children's Hospital. She just kept saying her stomach was burning. When she ate the food October 16th, so did I. We both were sick. And
Where was the food from?
Michelin chicken Alfredo.
Oh, sorry.
And the CDC just announced last month that for the people that died from eating chicken Alfredo too. So she ate it October 16th, took her life October 18th. And when I had to get my proof of purchase for my lawyers, I bought 7, she ate 5, I ate 1 and had 1 left. So it's just the fact that it accumulated so many. And that's another thing that I'm confused about, because she had a blood disorder, which was called hereditary elliptocytosis, which means her blood cells are always shaped like sickles. Her autopsy reports say normal round blood, but it didn't make sense to me. Yeah, so it makes me question, like, does blood change, or it makes me question trying to get a blood test against her samples to make sure I'm getting the right results.
Or either whether you were told wrong from birth, or whether we didn't do what we were supposed to do. So
there's a lot of questions. Yeah. So now it's like being that, once I came here with you and got the results mid-February from, her time of death, October 18th. But it's like, truly before she passed, you got to be careful what you pray for. I pray for patience. So I'm being patient. I don't want to be blowing y'all phone up, blowing your phone up. I'm just being patient.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you talked to me, but they're working on it. I just came
I
back
appreciate it.
Okay,
Yeah, and it's just the fact that now that it's going to be September, to my knowledge, almost a year, I just hope it, don't get to that point and it get discarded. So it's like, now my question is, just pretty much what's the protocol to get it to the CDC in Atlanta? Because I'm being told that it's only one place that can test for listeria, which is CDC in Atlanta. Then the shooting just happened there last week. So it's like, is that hindering it? So I'm just trying to, OCD, like a timeline, just want to
But you're so
get an
passionate,
update.
you're so knowledgeable, even what's going on. So, but they're working on it.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Marshall.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Thank
and
you.
This is Carla.
How you doing?
Alvin's assistant.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of answer some questions
I
that you
appreciate
may
it.
have on
Priority.
Priority. Oh, that's pretty.
This is her. Put my screen up. That was her.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
She would have been 13 March 4th.
She's so beautiful. She's so
But pretty much she October 16th ate the Michelin chicken Alfredo, and it took her life October 18th. So didn't know it was on recall at the time till she passed, and then started looking it up myself, because like a week before she passed, lactose intolerant, had the lactose milk and saw that on recall. So once you're just never gonna think your child is passing, when it's happening. But after very investigative, what's going on, and I put 2 and 2 together that the food's on recall, and got her cause of death mid-February from you guys. So it's like, when my lawyers was like, well, they never tested her for listeria, so it could take up to a few months. So that's understandable. I'm patient. I get that things take a process. So now I just emailed them Monday, because that was 2 months ago when they told me that you guys haven't released it to them. So I'm like, okay, just being patient. So I just asked them for an update, and they was like, they still have not received it. So that's why I'm here today, just to see, what's the protocol of getting her remain samples to the CDC in Atlanta to get tested for listeria, because last month the CDC just announced that 4 other people just died from eating chicken Alfredo too. So it's like, theirs being put out because it got tested, at the time. But I know it has nothing to do with y'all. It's just going through it. I've never smoked, never drank, never been to a club a day in my life, but going through that process, like the way that detective and CPS, I understand they see things. I understand it's horrible parents out here, but they treated me like I killed my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I asked him, and I would have dug in the trash and got it. Like, oh no, we don't need that. I feel like if he would have listened to what I said, this is what she ate. This is what made her sick. I literally thought my baby would start her period for the first time. You know, so it's like it did their job correctly. It had compassion, just had compassion. I feel like she would have been tested properly, like the other people, on time. You know, in the time of her death, versus having to get additional testing. So that's my question. What's the protocol to get it to CDC in Atlanta to get tested for listeria?
Okay. So,
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
And so I have worked with Coroner McGinty, and she's speaking with the lawyers, and it's just a process.
Of course.
Right now, we did receive the subpoena, the last one, to hold all the tissue for testing. And so that is going to be done.
Okay.
She's been out, Coroner McGinty has been out, and so she will be coming back.
Okay.
And we will move forward in that process with meeting with the lawyers and getting the tissue samples. They will be held, like I said, and we do have that subpoena for whatever they're all requesting.
Okay, I
don't
appreciate
know
that.
all those
Of course,
details,
me either. That's why I'm just.
and we just received
Yeah.
that one on the 11th.
Okay.
So we just received it
Yeah,
on
because
the
I don't know any of the details. I try not to bother them, and I just, you
And
know.
we see there's hope now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and that's what I need to
there's
do.
hope.
Hold on, like.
Yeah, so we just received that on the 11th, and it's being, the subpoena, we have it for when Chief McGinty comes back. And
Okay.
she'll get everything that they requested.
Okay.
Because everything that they requested within the subpoena, we have to honor that.
Okay.
So, you know, whatever they looking at or gonna get, it's there.
Okay.
So you will get it. But
Okay.
it's just, you know, it's just time.
Matter of time. Like now going through this process, it makes sense when you watch YouTube videos and the Beat the Cop videos from 2022. Be like, why are we just not hearing about it? It makes sense with the court process and just time.
Right.
So it makes sense, and it's just
And it was, I will say, it was a different subpoena, this last one.
okay.
So some things were changed.
Okay.
And so it's just taking time.
I understand, and I just appreciate it. Just give me a more peace of mind because I'm just 7 years ago. But her blood cells are shaped like sickles. That's why they always thought she had sickle cell leukemia. Understand? Like, why are we just not hearing about it? It makes sense with the court process and just time.
Right.
So it makes sense, and it's
And
just
it was, I will say, it was a different subpoena, this last one.
okay.
So some things were changed.
Okay.
And so it's just taking time.
I understand, and I just appreciate it. Just give me a more peace of mind because I'm just, you know. And just the last question, like I was asking her, because her autopsy said her blood cells were normal, red, round shape. Her blood cells have, to my knowledge, she had a blood disorder called hereditary erythrocytosis, which they always thought all her life until Riley caught it and sent it to Africa and got the diagnosis when we moved here like 7 years ago. But her blood cells are shaped like sickles. That's why they always thought she had sickle cell leukemia. Then it was determined hereditary erythrocytosis. Like, why does the autopsy say normal round shape when they're shaped like sickles? Could that be, you know, just a...
Well, I'm not a physician.
I understand.
But that would be something that I would suggest that you address that with your attorney.
Okay.
And then they will consult with a physician and
Yeah.
explain that to you.
Is it, because I asked them that and I was like, this just me. I know we're probably all mothers. I feel like I need to get a DNA test on the remains to see, like, does stuff change in postmortem? Is that the right word? Like when you die, does blood cells change, or could it be possible that, you know, they gave me the wrong results for a different person? You know, that's just my mindset, being that it's the cause of death is myocarditis. Never had heart issues. Since I got the results, I'd had my remainder 2 children and myself had echocardiograms. No, I understand it's not one and done of a test. I understand this, but it's no signs of that. Even in her passing, when she passed away in my car outside the Riley Children's Hospital, she was never having shortness, but she just kept saying her stomach was burning. So I'm just trying to make sense of things. So yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, we're working on it, and so we're just waiting for her to come back. So 'cause she has to, request all of
Okay, I appreciate you guys so much, and just to give me a peace of mind and just let me know, just keep trusting the process.
Forgotten. It's just the overall process.
Yeah.
Where, litigation things, they do take time.
Yes.
And you just want to make sure that every I's dotted and T's
Yeah, for
crossed.
sure.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Was
All right.
this your report here?
No, I had one at home, but
But you can, if you have one, they printed this one off and gave it to me.
okay.
And I'm sure it's the same one.
Yeah.
That you have. I'll get an envelope for you.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so